Welcome geniuses, I'm Genie, your best buddy for A-levels. In this channel, we'll bring you to explore the secret formula behind success.
Hi, welcome back. Okay, today we are going to do a small subtopic called indirect taxes and then followed by another subtopic called subsidy. Okay, under indirect taxes, what we need to understand is there are two types of indirect taxes and we need to learn how to draw a diagram and show the tax incidence, okay? So, first of all, let's start with definition. Indirect taxes refers to taxes imposed on goods and services or taxes imposed on spending. So we need to know how it works, yeah? So basically, for indirect taxes, it is firstly imposed, on producer, okay, and therefore increasing cost of production. When cost of production rise, supply will fall, leading to rising prices. Okay, now, from this process to rising prices, part of the tax is transferred to consumer. Therefore, the indirect taxes imposed by government will usually be shared among consumers and producers. All right, so this is the first part. Secondly, let's understand how indirect taxes work, yeah? Okay, now, we need to look at the supply curve. Okay, first of all, let's understand what is meant by the basic supply curve. Now, if the supply curve shows that for 10 units, firms is asking for, let's say, $5 per unit, you need to understand where this $5 already included the cost of production plus the profit producers desired, which means this $5 includes the cost needed to produce that goods and services, and also the profit margin wanted by firms is already included in this $5. Okay. Now, if now government is asking for a tax per unit of $2, okay, then what happened next? Firms will add this $2 to the original amount of money that they wanted. So now, originally they want 5. Now firms will add $2 and wanted 7. Likewise, originally, when firms is offering 15 units, firms is asking for 7, right? Okay. Now firms will add the $2 and ask for $9. Okay. Therefore, you will see a parallel shift to your left, where the vertical distance is constant, which is $2. Okay, now one key important information is vertical distance between two supply curve is the tax per unit. Okay, this information is crucial, it's very important. Okay, now, and for this particular system, yeah, when it is a fixed dollar per unit imposed, we call it specific tax. Okay, Next, we have another types of indirect tax system. Okay. Now, again, let me draw this basic first. This is the tax is imposed on price, percentage on your price. Okay, let's say 10%. So originally, when firms are offering 10 units, they're asking for, let's say, $10 per unit. Then now, when the tax is 10% of your price, then they will be asking for 11 because the tax is $1. Later on, when they are offering 15 units at 20 per unit, then 20 is the price, then 10% is taken, so which means $2. Okay, so the distance now is $2. In this case, you will see diverge, whereby the distance between two supply curve will diverge, will become bigger and bigger as price rises, because it's 10% on price. Therefore, the 10% when price is $10 is $1, sorry. When the price is $20, the 10% is $2. When the price is $30, the price is $3, 4, 5, 6. So therefore, the distance will diverge. Okay. This kind of tax system, we call it the ad valorem system. Okay, this is ad valorem indirect taxes. Okay, now we have the basic understanding, and we need this basic information, vertical distance between two supply curve showing the tax per unit. Okay, now let me show you how the tax incidence diagram can be drawn. Okay, now. So this is our, okay, whenever we draw a diagram, we need to follow certain steps, okay? Now, firstly, let me draw the basic diagram first. Okay, as we always assume it is a specific tax when we are showing in our syllabus. Okay, label the basic P and Q, original price. Okay, new price and new quantity. Okay, now let's follow the steps. Step 1, you must base on the new equilibrium quantity, which means Q1. This step is very important. Always based on the new quantity. And what we do, we identify the vertical distance between two supply curves. And we understand that the vertical distance between two supply curves is the tax per unit, right? So now, this is the new equilibrium quantity. This is the vertical distance between two supply curves. And we assume that the tax per unit government wants is, let's say, $5. So here is 5. The vertical distance is 5. And let's say the original price is 20. New price is 23. Okay, and let's look at what is our step 2. Step 2, you need to identify the change in market price. Market price is paid by the consumer. Therefore, the changes in market price will show you the consumer incidence per unit. So as what we can see here, originally consumers are paying 20, now consumers are paying 23 after tax is imposed. So $3 is taken by the consumer. And lastly, you will use your tax per unit to minus consumer incident, then you will get producer incidents. Now, the situation here is government wanted $5 per unit and consumers are paying 3, which means the remaining has to be covered by the producers. So producers incidents will be 2. So lastly, we need to calculate government tax revenue. So we will use the tax per unit to multiply by your new Q. So in other words, this whole area, every unit government is taking $5. Okay, when tax is imposed, consumers are consuming until this Q, then the whole shaded area is government tax revenue. Okay, it's just these simple steps that can help you to identify tax incidents. We will use these simple steps later on to show subsidy incidents as well. So here we go for this simple video, and that's all for today for this particular video clip. I'll see you again. Thank you.
That's all for today's video. If you're interested in more genuine sharing by other geniuses, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, ding dong. Also, if you're struggling with 1 or 2 past year questions and the mark scheme just doesn't seem to help, Genie has got you covered. Feel free to let us know what question it is by filling in the Google form linked in the description below. GenieUs Hub will get genius teachers to fulfill your request for the solution. Genie will see you next time. Bye-bye.